Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HEEEERE, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HEEEERE, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield Postgame podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo Hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo Hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield Postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox Postgame Podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
There's a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny and me love you long time.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield post-game show with your host, Todd Fox. That is me, Todd Fox, on the only place you get real baseball coverage of your Angels is Halos in the Infield. Anywhere you can find us, whether it's podcast or here on YouTube or social media. Forget the rest. We are the best. Fuck the rest. We are the fucking best. But anyway, let's get to it because I wish the team on the field would put in the same amount of heart as we do on this network, and they don't. Is that completely their fault? Not exactly. Number 16 and number 6, yes. And maybe number 7, yes. And 54, yes. But the rest of the guys I kind of feel bad for. Oh, and throwing 23 as well. But I feel bad for the rest of the guys. The organization doesn't put in the effort that we do here. The organization tends to just do what they did tonight. A typical Angels loss. Well, last night I brought up 27 and 16. Those are the magical numbers. In 43 games, that is the amount of times that either in a win or a loss, the Angels have scored 5 runs or more. In that record, they were 27 and 16 in those 43 games. So that puts you at a winning percentage that would put you in first place if you were scoring 5 runs every night. Now, that's not possible, but the majority of the time, if they were to do that in those other games and not disappear, when they score 4 runs or less, they have by far a terrible, shitty record. And a lot of that, you may say, well, that's the pitcher's fault. That's this, that's that. No, that has been on the hitting all year. Because even in a night where the Angels do a throwback night, and it's not even throwback weekend, it's really not even throwback weekend. Throwback weekend's in what, another homestand? But in this weekend, or this week, I should say, they're trying to act like it's throwback because they're going back to 2017, 2016, a little bit 2018, where, hey, let's do that opener thing. That didn't work then. It's not working now. That just tells the rest of the league that you do not have capable starting pitching or reliable starting pitching, or you have an injured starting rotation. That's all it does. Like, does it really scare the opponent that you're doing a opener? No, you're just using the best effective pitcher that has any kind of experience out of the bullpen as a somewhat starter. And it went just the way we all thought it would, and it always does. Now look at this real quick. So yes, Garcia gave up a run in an inning in 2/3, right? The bullpen basically pitched more than the starter, of course. almost 6 innings worth, and they only allowed 1 run. While that opener, the amazing opener that the Angels refused to retire, gave you 2 innings, 4 runs, 5 hits. Again, we don't listen. We don't care. This is just numbnuts baseball. It is really stupid. And I said it last night. I'll say it again tonight. There are strings being pulled. And it's not like the puppet master is Ron Washington, and you could throw this back on the manager. The puppet master could be a combination of Carpino. It could be Perry Manassian. We all know it's Artie. It's just, is there little secondary puppet masters? Are there nerds with little, puppet masters as well? Because, again, I still think this is all analytics driven. It just smells and reeks of too much analytics. Why do I say that tonight? Because, again, you have an old Matt Scherzer. This isn't Matt Scherzer from 2015, 2019. It's pre-COVID, or it's after COVID. It's not pre-COVID Scherzer, which was really good. And he's had a couple good years here and there, but nothing like he did pre-COVID. And you had him on the ropes several times, and that's fine. You're pressuring. You don't always come through. I'm good with that. Where I have a problem is when you let the team, the overall team, off the hook. And you stop attacking. You don't change when they change the attack on you. That's where I have a problem with the Angels. Because, again, you go quietly the next 5 or 6 innings. Once Scherzer started to settle in a little bit, they still pressured him, even though he was settling in, which I applaud that. But once you go to that bullpen that has been very down this year, and you can't muster up a right attack, come on now. That's on the Angels not adjusting to the adjustments of Bruce Bochy. That's terrible. And I believe if Ron Washington was given the keys to the car, was able to drive it wherever the hell he wanted to, whenever he wanted to, if he took a ride in a Honda, things would be much different. But the analytics are holding us back continually. And again, in a lost season, which this is a lost season, at least take the reins off him and let him manage. Let him do his thing. But no. Anthony Rendon says, we tell him, Ron's like, hey, man, you got to go down and get some at-bats down there in AAA. What does Rendon say? Or I'm sorry, I've already messed up the show twice. I'm saying his name. He's not worthy of a name. It's number 6. Number 6 comes back with that stupid-ass smile, and he says, no, sir, I am going to hit now. And not only hit, I'm going to be leadoff because I'm that damn good. We're literally paying $37 million less to Guillermo. I'd rather see his ass trotted out there every time. Why am I, just like Squid, rooting for number 6 to strike out? When he was up there with 2 outs and a runner on, I'm like, strike his ass out. And my dad's like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? I'm like, I don't like him. Strike him out, dude. He's like, yeah, but we need a run right here. I'm like, still, strike him out. I hate 6. I can't stand him. And another player that's pushing my buttons is 23. And definitely number 16. Mickey Moniak, the title of tonight's show, he's got to be out of here. I can't stand it. Dude, did you watch the game tonight? 0-2 every count. And if he didn't reach him into the dugout or over the dugout with a pop out, it was the 0-2 pitch. The range, see, the other night, the Cubs were pitching him to a 2-strike count because he sucks, and then they would pitch him high and outside, and he'd flail it up and easy pop out, right? So tonight, they were like, bust him in, he'll pop up, and he was popping up. And then when he didn't get busted in, it's slider in the dirt, overswing, strikeout. It's so textbook. I'm telling you, I can go in with the same scouting report with my 82-mile-per-hour fastball, maybe if I can get it that fast. Maybe I can get it up to 82 at this point in my life. Maybe. But let's just say 75. I could strike his ass out right now. I guarantee you, I could strike out Mickey Moniak right now. And some of you are like, no, you can't. Maybe not. But I believe I can. And that's not good. Because I know at my age right now and my skill set and my fatness that I put on weight, I shouldn't be allowed to be on the same field as a Mickey Moniak. But he sucks. There are more than worthy players, just like last year, or the year before that was Squid. We were like, there's more than enough players that should be earning their way or should be out there playing. And instead, they just dribble, and that is analytics for you. If you don't know what it is, it's analytics that is telling them to play Mickey Moniak, and not only play Mickey Moniak, play him after one of the hottest hitters we have, which is Ohapi. That, again, should discredit anything that comes from analytics. And not only that, let's take, if it doesn't work for 30 games, which they tried, Mickey Moniak and then Adele right behind him. Oh, let's just sandwich Moniak in between him and Neto. And then also after Neto, then put Adele. So again, no matter who you put in front of them, behind them, it doesn't matter. They both suck. They both can't reach 200. What are the chances of one of them getting back to 200, let alone both of them? It's not very good. So let's just stop with this already. If we are to tank, some may say leave them in there, let them finish out the season. Okay. I tend to say, hey, you know what? I've seen enough. I have seen enough. They are both not going to turn the corner. DFA both of them or trade them to some stupid team that thinks they can fix them. And move on. Just move on. Play Jordan Adams. Play whoever you want. I much rather see a guy who's had less playing time. Again, why do we send Stefanik down? Because we have to, for some reason, play Brendan Drury. We worry about I'm not saying we as in fans. The organization says Stefanik's a liability at defense. How many errors does Drury have compared to Stefanik? Whether it's AA, AAA, or the major league level. Last I checked, no errors up here for Stefanik. Last I checked, Drury in limited playing time has like 4 or 5 already. And then you got Gooby just goobering all over himself. Hey, I loved seeing that sidearm throw from third base. I don't. Because Guillermo was hitting first baseman Shonowell every time. Perfect throws. You never saw Shonowell even go to a knee. But with Drury and all of a sudden number 6 over there, they're skipping the ball and they're throwing it off and he has to come off the bag. That's better? No, that's analytics. That is analytics. And if you ask these nerds, what is analytics? Some will tell you it's about this, and that, the numbers that go right here and blah, 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 the war and the caca and everything else that goes with it, and you add it up and it turns into this. And then others will give you a completely different explanation because there really isn't a set term or a set blueprint for overall analytics. Analytics actually comes down to the person crunching the numbers. That's not good. Last I checked, some of the greatest baseball teams in all of history of baseball never used analytics. But for some reason, it is baseball God. It is baseball heaven. If you don't accept it, well, the game has passed you by. And when Sosha passed the game by, or the game passed him by, however you look at it, he said, F it, I'm done. I don't need to manage anymore. Why should I manage and do something that is not fun to me, that takes out everything that I know about baseball? And at first I said, man, you fat Italian, get with the times. At least embrace some analytics. Now, I'm the fat German / Native American that says, you know what? He was right. He stood for what he believed in. He put his foot down and said, well, I don't need baseball anymore. If that's what baseball's turning into, well, then I don't need it. Kudos to Sosha. Now Sosha looks like even a bigger legend than he was before that. because he didn't give in to the bullshit. So good for him. Good for him. And again, I love me some Ron Washington. I love all the managers out there. I like Bruce Bochy, but you could tell Bruce Bochy had to embrace some analytics last year, no doubt. Did he catch lightning in a bottle and win a World Series? Absolutely. But he did it the way that Bruce Bochy did it and wanted to do it. At least Texas gave him that. The control to make moves and to not make moves when he wanted to. That is not the same what we could say for our fearless leader, Ron Washington. In tonight's game, the Angels lose 5 runs on 8 hits to the Rangers, to 4 runs, 9 hits for your Angels. Leclerc gets the win. He goes to 4-4. Garcia takes the loss, 3-1. Yates gets a save at 14. Angels completely stopped hitting after the 6th inning, of course, right before Scherzer, or right when Scherzer left. They decided not to do the things that were making them successful during the game. And one thing that I will say, so let me just get into the awards real quick because I have a few other things to say real quick, but after this.
There's a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny and me love you long time.
Boy, Ron, Roger's getting more and more freakier the more that we show him on here. I mean, it's just, this guy is out of control. Scherzer definitely didn't have his best stuff tonight. 4 runs, 8 hits, 6 2/3, 3 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 2 home runs, both coming to a hoppy. But let's talk about who gets the Golden Stamos. The John Stamos Award for Golden Stamos has to go to Logan O'Hoppe. And I don't know how many times Bally's was just honking their honk tonight. They were like, hey, you check out those 2 home runs. No one has ever done it as a catcher. All we got is Lance Parrish. And since we're talking Bally's real quick, how annoying was that 9th inning when, again, hey, what about this home run right here by Moniak? Hey, he's got power to go deep. Hey, what about the launch angle? Hey, he can get into one. Hey, shut the front door. Shut up. Neto actually works the count, saves the game, gets a hit through the hole, and what can they do? Not even before Adele gets into the box. Hey, Adele's got a lot of home run power. Hey, he hit one pretty deep earlier. Hey, if he changes the launch angle. Hey, the exit velocity. Hey, shut up. Can we just focus on the game and say, man, a hit right here could do something? No, we can't do that. And another complaint about Bally's. I got a couple more, but let's get into who got the nacho night tonight. And I think the Angels are going to get a clean sweep on these tonight.
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos, ow.
Can there be 3 more irrelevant hitters in this lineup than the 3 that I'm about to give you for Nacho Night? Because Jason was texting me saying it should be 2 players. No, I think you should add a 3rd in there. Because tonight, in a 1-run loss, all it takes is a hit or a single or a walk or something crazy to happen, and you can make up that 1 run. Just if one guy had got a hit here or a hit there, right? And if you're battling yourself, because I am taking out, you had 4 guys who went hitless tonight. Hirio was one of them, and I don't put any pressure on him. He just got here. But look at the guys right here. Number 23, Mr. Nothing But a Gangster Party, Mr. I Have No Personality, Mr. I Am Not a Teammate, Mr. I Am Here for Myself and Myself Only, and I suck balls this year. Brandon Drury, number 23, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Then you got Joe Adele, Mr. Shiny Belt, Mr. I Love Hitting 183, Mr. I Get Thrown Out All the Time on the Bases, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Then you got Mickey, I Shouldn't Be in the Major Leagues, Moniak, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. All 3 of those losers went a combined 0 for 12 with 6 strikeouts. So in a game where, again, you lose by 1, and that's not even counting who I'm going to give a 4th helping of nachos. This is the most nachos I've given out all year. The 4th helping goes to who? Drum roll, please. Taylor Dumbo Ears Ward. But Todd, he had a hit tonight. Dude got thrown out at third on a ball that the right fielder stopped, then realized it was going to the wall, which means Bally's dropped the ball as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, unless you watched the Texas telecast. Did Bally Sports West show Taylor Ward leaving the box on his way to first? No, they did not. Why? They didn't want to make him look bad for his lazy ass performance, for his lazy ass hustle, for his big Dumbo ears slowing his ass down more than the dong's penis when he rounds first. Taylor Ward is an embarrassment. Not only does he have a noodle arm, not only has he been given literally the keys to the car to be the superstar when Trout, Mr. I'm injured bobblehead, can't ever play, and number 6 is number 6, and Ohtani went up north. This was your chance to rock it. Rock out with your cock out, Ward, and you did not perform, and you have not performed all year long. Your lazy ass dropping balls in the outfield, not hustling around the bases, not hustling to the ball defensively, noodle arm, and then when you actually do get a hit, when you've disappeared for 3 weeks and you get a gift, you get thrown out at third. You should have been trying to round third to go home on that play. God damn, you suck. I literally can't wait for him to go too. This is why, in my book, you may not agree, but in my book, we need a fire sale yesterday. We need to douse this team with as much petrol as we possibly can and light the biggest fucking match we have and watch it burn, baby. You've got to get rid of these players. They are cancerous. They are not helping the core 4. They are not helping any of these young kids whatsoever. There is no team chemistry. And when you got a malcontent like number 6 telling you when he's going to play, where he's going to play, and when he's going to play, fuck you. Get the hell off my team. I don't care what we're paying you. But no, it's all good. Because we have cork hat night coming around the corner, beach towel night, and don't you forget about throwback weekend. I mean, Mike Trout looks like generic white guy number 2 in this bobblehead. I mean, it is the greatest thing ever. Greatest thing ever. Oh, I can't wait. And did you see that fake black denim shirt that they're giving out? Oh my God. I hope we have 41,000 there. Because if you ever wondered about your fan base, just check out when them promotions come out. Was there a promotion tonight? Nope. And what do we have there tonight? Maybe 15,000? That's more like it. But don't worry, Angel fans. If you can't make it out for a promotion night, I'm going to get some of these autistic, noise reduction headphones that my daughter has, just to bring him to the game. So A, I don't have to hear the dumbass announcing or the DJ that randomly shows up and has a losing record. And most importantly, for the Deos. The Deos. I mean, it's bad enough in person, but you have to hear it on the telecast as well. How many fucking Deos do you need to realize that's doing nothing to the crowd? Except your honks who are like, Dale. What does that do? And see, again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. None of that would matter if this team were winning. But there is so much to point out when they're losing. And I think what's worse than last year is last year you expected everything to go wrong. You expected it because who was in charge, who was on the team, how it was the most angel thing to happen. You expected it. This year's different because you have hope. You have those core players. You want to see them progress. You want to see those young kids take the next level. You can see the pitching come around a little bit. And what's more agonizing as a fan is when they lose games they should win, and then you're still saying, well, Todd, you wanted this team to lose 100 games. Well, Todd, you wanted them to. You're still a fan. You still feel like this team is just not that far off from at least being content. I'm not talking playoffs, but being a team that is a thorn in. I'd rather see a feisty young team. But every time I want to get excited about this team, your number 23 shows up, your number 16 shows up, number 6 comes out of nowhere, number 54 waddles his ass onto the field, and so on and so on. You get my point. This is why we can't have nice things. If we had marginal to subpar to bad players who actually all played their part as far as playing the part of team chemistry, yes, if they didn't have the right kind of play, they'll make it up somewhere else. I'd be fine with that. If Moniak was batting 200 or 220 or 210 or even just 200, but he walked every now and then. He laid down a bunt every now and then. I'm fine with that. I can tell you with an honest face, I would be fine with that. If Joe Adell was batting 220, not getting thrown out, not making errors, I'd be fine with that. If Drury would change his walk-up music, if he would actually smile every now and then, if he would actually acknowledge his teammates at times. When's the last time you saw him high-five anybody in the dugout? You don't see it. He's an asshole. If Suarez would stop taking suspect pictures on Instagram, and if he would lose some weight and pitch to a 3 or 4 ERA or a 5 ERA at least, I'd be fine with that. But none of that's happening. You could see what's eroding what could be at least a decent team in a bad division. I mean, we're Angel fans and we're just asking for 500. Please. Golden Dong.
It's a big calhoun, the Golden Dong, for the player who stood out all day long. Stiffest competition on the field, halos in the infield, who's gonna be revealed?
The Golden Dong goes to 2 players tonight. We're going to give out 2 Golden Dongs since we give out 4 helpings of nachos tonight. The Golden Dong, actually, we're going to give out 3. Ohapi is going to win one again because his play 3 for 4 tonight. He came up with 2 home runs. I'm also going to give a Golden Dong also to Shonawell with 2 nice hits. He's raising his average to 240, right where I thought it would be, around 240 to 260 this year. And then Zach Neto getting his average up a little bit. I dipped a bit. He's hot and cold. I want to see him more consistent, but the fact of the matter is 2 for 4 tonight. Tried to rally this team as a young leader would. So hats off to those 3 players who were the only ones that showed up consistently tonight. I'm not counting 6, not counting Ward. F those guys. I've had enough of them 2 guys. So let's get into how they lost tonight. Was this a buttercup game? No, they didn't have the lead. Were they losing from first pitch to last pitch? Yep.
I will be strong, I will be faithful, 'cause I'm counting on a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper meaning, yeah. And I wanna stand with you on a mountain, and I wanna bathe with you in the sea, and I wanna lay like this forever, until the sky falls down on me.
8 of 9, baby. 8 of 9. What a performance by your Angels. Such a frustrating team. Such a frustrating team. Let's get into the comments here tonight. We've got a lot of them. Jason Hess leads off with this team is completely lost focus. Major League Part 2. And then Mateo checks in with James. And then again, it's like what, 3-4 nights in a row. If you want to blame anybody, it's Mateo. Damn you, Mateo.
It's o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter the score. Splits o'clock, let's pour some more. Splits o'clock, let's pour some more.
Jason says, if I was Ron, I'd be throwing bats and sunflower seeds all over the field, play by play. Exactly. Oh, Hoppy has been fun to watch, but the rest of the chumps are depressing. Also, Jason says, I blame Big 20 for the loss, for not only eating boneless wings, but thinking he's a Mac. Eric says, another loss, 17 in the hole now. Sell the whole fucking team. Trade everyone, including the lawn crew. This team is a freaking embarrassment. Agreed. Ohapi for Stamos for sure. Give nachos to Mickey and Dud, Moniak and Drury. Balls, and Buttercup again. This wasn't a Buttercup, but it was definitely an embarrassing loss. It was a Savage Garden loss.
What the hell's going on out here?
Time for you to check out what I want. I want
balls and John Stamos.
Savage Garden. Ohapi needs to go to the All-Star game. I agree. Neto has great defense already, and he's going to get better, I think. I agree with that. We can't even let Joyce cook. Let him do something until something happens. But no, let's bring in freaking Garcia. Eric says Neto and Ohapi are only good signs of hope in this abyss right now. Dan says, yeah, we lost, but our kids play other than Adele and Moniak. Me love you long time. I'm dying right there. Also, Jason says, Ohapi is using Calhoun's dong for his bat. ML says, Todd, don't you miss your boy Rendome F Jury. You know, there's both those guys suck right now. Big 20 called his mom from the Angels bathroom. James says, one win out of the last 9 games. Q, shit, here we go again. Yep.
Shit, here we go again.
The Blood Moon says, pathetic. What was Adele doing not swinging on that pitch? Also, I bet Big 20 has never seen Full Metal Jacket. Well, that's obviously a sure bet right there. At this point, I can see Perry taking the fall for Artie's cheapness. He'll hire another GM/stooge, and then this piece of shit will hire a new manager, and I could see Ron being one and done. I could see that too, Eric. Also, so glad the schedule got easier on our way to buying. That's right. Easiest second half schedule. Shit, Big 20, never seen American Tell or 5 Goes West. Also, good to see live again, Todd. Another game, another late inning choke job. Of course, it was steroid using Garcia to hit the game winner. Exactly, it's your boy. Also, Deo. Also, what's up, Eric? And then checking in, Saucy says, tough solo shot given up by Garcia. That sucked, but not by capitalizing on bases loaded in the inning before was a problem. And again, the baseball gods always screw you over. If you do not execute, they will give their juju to the other team, and the other team usually uses that juju to their advantage. The league will say we don't have starting pitching, and casuals will say that we have no pitching. Wake up, world. Our pitching does well enough to keep us in the game. How do we tie it twice on them? Yeah, we did. And we had a chance. Yo, indeed. Also, Big 20 saying, what's up? Also, Blood Moon says, these analytics are BS. Let the manager do his job, for crying out loud. Dan says, Halo Joe on. A good video, sir, and nice video game behind you. I got those two as well. Another loss, indeed. Saucy also checks in with Moniak and Drury need to move on ASAP. I'm beat up over Moniak thing, but enough is enough. This is insufferable. He's an easy out. I loved hearing Gooby and the rest of Bally's crew of idiots talk about these players would make good trade bait during the game. What other team is openly trying to auction off their players? Wayne's like, please buy this dog shit. Give Moniak an important job, putting a home run halo on. Exactly. Also, nope. And right down the middle, Drury, look at the Ohapi almost got hit and then grounded out. Tyler says, not enough booze coming from the fans. We need to embarrass Artie the Farty. Exactly. Also, hell of an opening and Roger get off the Stamos. You mean this little montage here by the man himself?
I want balls and oh, have mercy. John Stamos choked on me.
It could be simple, Todd. Mario says, we suck and the owner wants us to suck. Hugh Lombardi. And that is the hardest thing to get over because usually owners don't want you to suck unless you're part of a movie. What the hell's going on out here? Also, Proverbs 24:3-4 says definitely a lost season. That's an interesting X username right there. But that's good, though. That's good. I mean, you read your Bible. That's good. We'd have so much more small ball if Ron was actually running this team. Exactly. James says, you're going to be at Noble Saturday, Todd. I'm going for the first time. You know what? I could meet you over there because I will be over there at Mezzo as well. So, James, I'll let you guys know by tomorrow for sure. But I think I'm setting up a thing at Mezzo as well for Saturday. So I should be over either there or I'm going to be there for the All-Star game too over at Noble. So there you go. Also, what was hopeful but losing it tonight. Eric says analytics. Who the fucking genius who was responsible for analyzing how shitty this roster has been constructed? Who the fuck decides to play Moniak nightly? Yeah, I don't understand that. Tonight, Big 20 is calling in the show from the bathroom of Sizzler. Saucy says, be the one who knows the signs, be the one to reach out at DFA Moniak. Christopher says, how old are you, bruh? I'm actually, believe it or not, 43. So I've seen a lot of bad baseball, some good baseball, but a lot of bad baseball. Dude was yelling at Trent. Also, Jason says, trade Anderson with Drury and Mickey as attached. Eric says this shit is fucking depressing, and as a baseball fan to have to watch this substandard shit, it is. It's really embarrassing knowing what this team could have been, could be, and was. Willie says with Adele, at least you see him changing his stance to try to make it work. That is true, but oh man, how can analytics be so wrong, Todd? It has to be more than just that. I see it, Mario. It also is talent. Obviously, you need talent, but you're making the talent we have so much worse with these overindulged analytics. It's pure incompetence from every level in this organization. It starts at the top. Fuck Artie. I agree. Marty says, though, hey, wait a second. We're so back. Mario also says analytics need to get their shit together. If we could have them do it, I'm sure we would make them do it. But
well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit. So it's together. And if you got to take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just got to get it together.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
James says, okay, now I'm sick of Gooby telling us about the launch angle and exit velocity of every hit in every game. And it's stupid, too. You see it flash on the bottom of the screen, too. Again, if I hit a ball 20 miles per hour that squeezes through the infield somehow, or it dies on the grass, how is a ball that you rocket out to center field on a one hop better than the one I squibbed on the ground in front of the pitcher? Tell me. That's another form of analytics. Because all these analytic nerds say, well, this guy can hit, his exit velocity ranges from 95 to 105. But he's batting 213. When you've got a guy who the Padres have, his name is escaping me, who's like a mini Tony Gwynn, and he just flares the ball out in the outfield 40 to 50 miles per hour exit velocity, and he's batting, what, 330? It's like, who would you rather have? A guy that's batting 213 or a guy that's batting 330? What does it matter? If he could find the grass, then what does it matter? That is still the stupidest form of analytics. The exit velocity, hit the way he swings his bat. I'd rather just see him put the barrel on the ball. Why do we need to know his uppercut? I don't give a shit. I really don't. It doesn't do anything for me. Does he lead the league in launch angle? Oh, there's not a stat for that. Who cares then? Who cares? Who cares? It is all just so stupid. Jason said, I don't agree, Mario. Ron is a Hall of Fame coach, proven coach in every direction. All that's just going back and forth. I'm sorry. Eric says, Gooby is a total hack PR man for the Angels. That's what he is right now. He needs to go. And by the way, is there a night that doesn't go by where Wayne gets him into a conversation about, hey, Gooby, did you strike out this guy? Yeah, I struck him out, and he was one of the hardest guys to strike out. And it just becomes a Gooby love fest when there's a game going on. It's not like Washington has no credibility like Nevin. If they're not listening to him, then we are really effed. Todd Marcia says there's no crying in baseball. Also, Garcia keeps giving up the meatballs, leaving pitches right down the middle at the worst time. J-Dog says, Hoppy's 2 home runs, yet we lose anyway. Shohei gone, still having tungsten games. Oh, my gosh. Also, Logan Hoppy, check out the exit velocity on that thing. Gooby's like, hey, I tell you one thing. If you didn't see the replays the first 16 times, check them out right here. And then focus in. We're going to show you the Angel's angle of his nipples as he rounds second. It's fantastic. Every time they get into Goobyisms or his key to the game, I'm like,
oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Yep. Also, Roger is so horny, he should abandon his job and make OnlyFans with Marcia. Oh, jeez. Also, will my cousin Bodie ring in tonight? There were plenty of honks on the loose of the Big A tonight. Yeah, he can wrangle up a lot of honks. Oh, my God, the Roger stuff makes me cringe. Emotional damage also. Jameson says, I honestly think they're tanking, and it's exactly what they should do, in my opinion. Look, Jameson, I'm with you. If we have a direction, if they come out and they do what we and every other team that is really good at turning around their organization does, then yes, I am all for that. And I'll say, you evil geniuses over there at Autry Way are getting it done. Finally, right? But I have no faith in that. I hear you. I just don't have any faith in them. Hearing Rogers spin this shit is even more cringe. Exactly. Growmaster will be at the game tomorrow. Also, hey, Adele can go deep. Here he can hit the ball a long way. Shut up, he won't. Exactly. Demetrio said, you played the Roger thing, me so horny mindset. I almost dropped my weights, bro. You mean this one? I'll play it one more time.
There's a lot of baseball left to be played. And the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny and me love you long time.
Garcia of Texas hit the homer to Yorba Linda. My God. Also, Marty says, I hadn't listened to Bally's in such a long time. Listening tonight made me realize how much I can't stand Randazzo. The whole Bally's team is awful. They sure are. Also, Adele, Moniak, and Guillerme right there. The emotional roller coaster the past couple of weeks is insane. Q Lombardi. Yeah, we went from a 6-game win streak to this slot.
What the hell's going on out here?
I wish I knew. Well, we don't even have a hit in a lot of these scenarios in the field, just bunt. J-Dog also says, I have more faith in Wander Franco returning to the MLB than Moniak hitting a baseball. Also, Tyler says, Ward being thrown out at third by a mile tanked this. It did. But Wayne will actually bitch and complain on occasion, unlike Gooby, who just spouts positivity and jack-in-the-box crack ads. Don't forget to ride Nakia. Mo Vaughn runs faster than Ward. Also, a sloth can run faster than Ward. Benji Molina's run faster than Ward. Also, Cecil Fielder. John, let's see. Jameson says Angels need to continue to tank. Do it again in 25 and 26. Keep doing it. Get top 10 picks. Trade anyone not in the plans for 27. I'm fielding calls for anyone not named Neto, Ohapi, Shinawell, and Joyce. Throw Soriano in there as well, Jameson. I'm right there with you. Also, he didn't even turn first base with balls. Also, Bally says, how dare you? And now a word from Honda. Vogelbaugh runs faster. Damn, that guy's fat too. Also, Mr. San Diego would have lapped Ward. Also, J-Dog says, I've never seen Drury show any emotion whatsoever. That's a problem. Todd can run faster than Noodle Arm. I can, Silent E. I can. That I will give you. Ward is Eric Foreman from the 70s show and needs a swift kick in the ass by Red. Who is Red on this team, by the way? Jason's going with a Deo, bastard. Bartolo Colon could dust Ward. Deo's down from everybody. Which guys will be running through waivers after the trade deadline? I don't know, Willie Mack, but I'm sure we'll get them just to release them. A Todd rant like a fine wine, it should be savored. Thank you, Frederick. James says high-speed car chases are more exciting than Bally's. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. Jack says the Patrick O'Neal guy is an idiot. Laugh my ass off. He is. Also, Contreras is just Julio Teheran in disguise. Lakers fan says, fuck this season. I've been focused on the draft and the team's prospects that they may get. May get. Also, Eric says better odds Angels having a winning record in the next 5 years or Big 20 getting laid. I think Big 20 getting laid is sounding like the bet to go with right here. If we're going to be a playoff team and we have to cut the binds off of Ron so he can have a say about managing, benching players, grabbing players he wants, Ron needs to put his handprints all over this team. I agree, Jason, but I don't think he'll get that opportunity. The odds are better that Artie dies in time, and by that time, Eric. Also, I think Drury and Ward are twins. Lakers fan also says this month is Perry's audition for which team he'll be next season. And it could be that too, man. He could be just playing himself out of here. I don't want Artie to die. Just sell the damn team and rot in hell. Zach Neto should change his walk-up song to Hot and Cold by Katy Perry. That would fit. Saucy says, well, it's waiver wire Ronzi versus Hall of Famer $40 million Max Scherzer. I wasn't expecting much. Just wish they didn't give me so much hope there. Exactly. I've been a fan since the 80s. This has been going over for a decade. It's been too long. Honkers were born in 2000 or after 2015. They don't know the pain. It's been over a decade. Yeah, they just are. They're taught and groomed to just accept it. I don't expect us to score on Scherzer at all tonight, but we did. 20 games below 500 seems like a more realistic goal before the All-Star break. Yeah, we're making it there, Ben. We are doing our damnedest. Extend O'Hoppe immediately. Well, you might want to wait on that to see what we do as far as free agents. But yes, first available opportunity as far as we find a direction. And yes, I would have to say that. Also, Gooby saying Logan O'Hammered is so irritating. Stop trying to make it a thing. It's not sticking. Honks be like, hey, that is really fun. R. Martinez says, do the Angels ever practice any key situations on how to manufacture runs by hook or crook? Practice, y'all talking about practice. We need the AI clip on your board. Exactly, R. Martinez. I don't know if they do practice anything like that because they sure as hell don't show it in the game. For the Angel fans, Q, stop and get some help because, yeah, we need it when we're going through all this tough time. We need someone to take us to the shrink.
Stop it. Get some help.
We're trying. We are trying. Eric says, hey, Todd, great news. Season starts tomorrow. Yeah, you know what? We've already lost the series to Texas. We just got to try to salvage it, but Roger would tell you.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Tonight, baby. Can Brandon go back to Drury Lane? Also, can we trade Anderson before the All-Star break so we have no representation? Q Lombardi. If it gets us the best return, I'm down. I really am.
What the hell's going on out here?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it ain't working. Also, let's see. Ben says, what value does Trout still have walking around the dugout with a dumbass hoodie on in the middle of summer? That is true. Let's see. Ward running like he's got to stick up his ass. But yeah, I didn't even think of that, dude. I did not even think of that. He's over there wearing a hoodie. It's like freaking 90 degrees on the field. Going to the game Thursday, is anyone else going? Also, John Stamos choked on me, but still couldn't honk my halo. The choking always works.
John Stamos choked on me.
Yeah, he did. See, Todd was hooking up his honk during that rant. I was adjusting it. Mezzo on Saturday, I can probably go. Well, I'll see you there then. Also, J-Dog says, you suck when Kyle Kendrick is the only pitcher you beat up on. Yeah, it does suck. The keys to the game right there, as Sega Boy says, he loves the keys to the game. Is Pilar still on the team? Q Lombardi, I don't know. Sometimes he is, sometimes he's
What the
not.
hell's going on out here?
I don't know. Sega Boy says the keys to the game for Wayne and Gooby was strange magic. balls, and oh no, we suck again.
Oh no! We suck again!
Yes, we do. Also, Sega Boy says the Gooby proceeded to be cucked. Moniak, who's been a hot as of late, has hit a triple. Unbelievable. Rally Chris says, fuck this garbage ass team. Already ready for Chargers football training camp in 15 days. My birthday's on July 26th. Celebrate with you. And then I'm done with Angels baseball till 25. It is Luis Arias. Thank you. Gooby, all it takes is one hit to change the game. But that hit's got to go over the wall, else it's not really a hit. One more loss that could have been a win. And actually, you know what? This one does go under the category of as one more loss because
one more loss, which could have been a win. You call yourselves professionals. I have never ever seen a worse group of 25 players. You don't think as a team. You don't play as a team.
Whoa. Hold on. I got to break into that whole thing. Andrew Freak says the only one winning this year is Halo T's 02. Bro is cleaning up selling $42 shirts. Okay, I will say this. The dude has a good screen printing thing. I mean, obviously, I've seen some of his shirts. His quality is because we just started doing shirts, so we've sometimes have messed up on shirts and had to send some out because like we tried a few things and it didn't work, and then we got that Shaq printer. It seems to be working a lot better, and we're printing our own shirts and we're making sure that those are like perfect quality. They're not like last year's; they're much better. Homeboy's been doing it. I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit where credit's due. I personally don't like the guy. I have my reasons. But and that mustache is out of this world bad. But I ain't gonna hate the player. I mean, he is cleaning up on those shirts. He's getting them on TV. I mean, but $42, really? You're gonna rape the fans like that? To me, that just shows you where your heart's at. Like it's actually almost breaking even what we're doing with the shirts. Like once we ship them and stuff, especially when we ship them. So it's like, I mean, we're not here to turn a profit for that. We're just trying to help the page and get the word out and stuff like that. Homeboy's just selling. He's like, hey, you got to check out this Netto shirt. It's like $42. It's like, damn, really, bro? We're probably using because I have seen one of the shirts. Granted, the printing's good, really good. I just wasn't sure it was like, because we use Gildan shirts and those are pretty good quality. They're not like Fruit of the Loom or bullshit like that. His seemed to be like the Fruit of the Loom. I'm just saying. But, I mean, the overall pictures are great. I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to lie on that one. Salini says, Ohapi winning the Golden Lodge on a premiere of the new graphics. Stamos choking on Ohapi's Golden Dong again. The Lodge is getting jealous of Ohapi, and it's 3 times that Stamos choked on him. Thai says, dude, I can't find the grass. I could find it. I could smoke it. I could roll it. I can use it as an edible. Also, Little Hunter, for his age, gets more. Oh, my God. Shots fired. Did I miss the red Justin option? Yes, you did. Let's take a drive with Honda Gooby. Also, as a seemingly diehard fan and prior player, I need to ask your opinion on this. If you were given the opportunity to play for this organization, would you, even with everything you know? Silent E says. So, if I was to make the majors, which I didn't, but I flirted with it, high A. I got as far as high A. I made it out of, rookie ball and regular single A baseball. I made it to high A. No. I mean, unless I was hard up for money and that was the only way, like I was in Guillerme's spot, that was the only way to continue my career. No. Dynaco Dad says, I'm really surprised there's so much hate for the broadcast booth. I think they do a great job. Honestly, there are a lot worse booths out there. Be careful what you wish for. I've seen bad, Dynaco Dad. And again, we're not going to always agree on everyone's takes. Some people are going to hate my takes. Some people are going to like them. Some people are going to wish I was off the air or wish I was on more. I'm not arguing with you. Some people hated the Hudler Physiok combo. I loved them. Some people love the Dick Enberg. Some people didn't like him. You know what I mean? So, and some people really liked Victor Rojas. I wasn't a fan. So, and I was a Gooby guy. I just think Gooby has changed over the last couple of years. And I don't think they've really found that guy that really fits Gooby, because I think you have to reel him in. You can't feed into the Gooby. You gotta pull him back every now and then when he gets too Gooby-ish. That's just my opinion. I think they need someone more straightforward to reel in Gooby. You can't let Gooby be Gooby. He's like that dog that if you got him inside of the fence, he's good around the yard. He's good protecting your yard. You let him out, he could cause some damage. And I think that's what Gooby is. You got to keep him restricted. Once you let him off that proverbial hook, bad things start to happen, or cheesy things start to happen. That's just my opinion. Contreras gives up another home run. Now a quick word from Jack in the Box. Yeah, the guy's still rounding the bases, and they're all, well, that's over the fence right there, but as he touches home plate.
One bite of my new Smash Jack is turning Jack in the Box haters into believers.
Jeez, Bally's is so pathetic, I swear. I mean, just their presentations alone. Willie and his big dong run faster than Ward. Also, Willie says number 6 is going to be going down for the biggest bust, and he's going to go down as one of the worst just contracts of all time in any sport. Jesus says Josh Hamilton says about Rendon, hold my beer. balls, and I'm headed to the home run derby. Congratulations. James says Mickey Moniak more like sticky nutsack. Halo honk equals anyone born 2002 and above gets no seeing this in the cuck share. It has no game. Damn. How many home runs Hoppy hits this year? I think it's 30. I think he hits an even 30. I think Artie wants to hold on to this team just despite all the hate that he receives from the fans. He seems to like it, and he's such a giant douche. I have to agree with that. Moniak's walk-up song needs to be Loser by Beck. I'm a loser, baby. That's a good one. R. Martinez says, I've been more intrigued by Caitlin Clark than the Angels this year. The next key to the game should be Britney Spears because I want to talk about the ball. Get it going out of here. Mateo says, how long would we last in Roger Lodge's show? I think I can probably get 5 or 6 seconds. Groomed, does that make Roger a groomer? Yes. Caesar says, Todd, if we get to 25 games under, does Perry wave the white flag? I'm out of here. He should. I think they should all wave the white flag. Caleb Williams going to be the first Bears quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards. Book it. I am going to take that on as the opposite bet. I don't think he gets there. $42 is crazy to take those $42 to the Anaheim indoor swap meet to pick up a few. Yes. Hey, Todd, I'm seriously tired of Terry Smith announcing for the Angels. He gets excited as the opponents hits equally as the Angels. There's no distinction on either side. Also, Big 20 says, no, probably not. He doesn't. Well, I don't know what he's talking about right there. Thice is like, Nevin, where's the grass? Nevin. Also, can we just avoid the sweep tomorrow and get the series against Seattle? No, we are not that good, and we are not so back. Rendon and Drury are bum and bummer. Exactly. Also, James says Rojas was too quiet on the broadcast. He was. Also, Tyler says, hey, check out the Locked On Postgame show. Also, Angels lost again. Dinoco Dad says, you played in high ball? That's badass. Which team did you play for? Lynchburg. I played for the Lynchburg Pirates. Grillmaster says, dude, let me swing my bat and show my little dong. It wasn't the Pirates. It was the Pirates organization. They were the Hillcats, Lynchburg Hillcats. See, 714 tickets, 714 tickets. Willie says Rendon coming back to everything is not a good example for these young players. Exactly. Blood Moon says they need to bring back Steve Physiok and Rex Hudler. The problem with that one, Blood, is that Physiok just retired this year, and Hudler's on his way out. Savage Garden time right there. Let's see. Also, Jason says I'd take Jessica Mendoza as manager over Artie or owner, he says. Also, the unfiltered facts and the realism is here. Hey, I'm Trent Rush, and welcome to Cox in the Outfield. I wonder what Franco's doing. Geez. Mario says, can we bring back Dick Enberg? Rest in peace. He was a real one. Also, this is the real show for real. I appreciate that, Tyler. And then also, R. Martinez says, Trent Rush is obnoxious. He sure is. He sure is. So if you guys want to call in, 714-598-3221, 714-598-3221. We had Brody on last night, which he was in search of the elusive Halo honk. That was pretty crazy. Let's see. Before we do, well, I knew this was coming. You knew this was coming. It's the Halo honk line.
Hey, Todd.
What's going on?
So I'm going to the game this Thursday.
Nice. Are you going to bring your good juju?
Oh, gnarly!
And hopefully I meet some hot chicks there.
I thought you had a girlfriend.
I know that, dude.
Oh, we're talking. Doesn't mean I can't be hooking up with other girls.
Well, first you have to hook up with her and then hook up with another girl to make it count as hooking up with another girl.
No, I'm going to not hook up with her because we're just talking. So I don't want to rush things, and she doesn't want to rush things either. So we're taking it slow. And she said in a couple months when she's ready because she's getting over a heartbreak.
You should have let me. You should have let me talk to her. You should have came out of the bathroom first, washed your hands, and then let me talk to her.
No, probably not, because I was too nervous. I was like, oh, I can't be doing this right now.
What would have been the worst that could have happened? I could have helped you out. I was going to be your wingman.
You could have said, oh, Big 20, is he your boyfriend? She would have been embarrassed.
Yeah, I would not be as smooth as you. That's absolutely for sure.
Yeah, because we're just talking, but hopefully in a couple months when school gets back in senior year, hopefully in like September or October, like right before Halloween on her 18th birthday, we start dating.
So you went from like, I'm going to bang a chick, I'm close to a girl's hey, to now we're taking it slow. I want to, see where this goes.
No, dude, guess what? I was going for the other night. We were Ubering to a Newport party, like Newport Beach. You know where that is, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, dude, I went to her house. Her parents weren't there, and we were all Ubering, and we were just chilling in her room. Me, her, and like the people we were going with. I got on her bed, and she was laying on her side, and I put my hand on her back, and I was like, oh yeah! I was like, this is great. We're snuggling.
First off, I got to ask two important questions about that scenario. Two important questions.
What?
The first, did you sniff her bed sheets? And then two, did you have an accident?
No, I didn't sniff her bed sheets. I was tired, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll take a quick nap and see what she does. And then, but I didn't because we had to go because the Uber was coming, and we had to go to the party. But right when we got there, the party got
emotional damage.
We met some kid in Newport, and he had like a mansion that night, and we went to his house, and we were like, oh, we're from out of like we don't live around here, like blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, you guys can stay the night, and we're like, yeah, next time. So next time he has a party wherever, he's gonna let us stay the night. So that's when I'm gonna make moves on this girl.
But you gotta first see though, according to you, if you're gonna be able to hook up with other chicks, right?
No, because I'll be with her at the party, so I'll have to hook up with her that night because we'll be super hammered off Shirley Temple.
Yeah, absolutely, Shirley Temples. But you just said though that you wanted to hook up with other chicks.
Yeah, but not as like she's there. If she's there, I gotta be with her.
Oh, that's how that works. Okay.
Yeah, but if she's not there, I could go for whoever. Yeah.
Oh, Big
'cause
20.
We're not dating yet. We're just talking.
You have all the answers. Why am I even doubting your game?
Yeah, we're just talking. But the next party, if we stay in the night, I'm gonna sleep in the same bed as her.
These nuts.
Stuff.
You sure?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
I'm gonna be super hammered off
Big 20, Big 20. Just
Yeah, it's a high school party, Todd. What do you expect?
just one of these days you will take my advice. Just one of these days you will take my advice.
I don't know. I got some pretty good rigs. And I had some pretty good rigs.
Okay. I mean, look, I got nothing on you when it comes to surfing. You're the man with that. Nobody can touch you. I've never, ever, ever doubted you surfing. But when it comes to females, brother, I got to get you out of the minor leagues. That's just, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, but guess what? There was this one time where I should have went with her because I wanted to go on the hang time. But
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe! On the ride, and I should have rizzed her up last night. That's the one mistake I made last night. I went on.
But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Kind of sad, but not really because it was a fun ride.
There you go. Enjoy those Ubers and smelling the sheets of the girl that you like.
Yep. And hopefully I get with other girls when she's not there.
Boy, loyalty is the epitome of Big 20. Absolutely.
And we're just talking, but in a couple months when we're back in school, we're hopefully going to start dating. And I'm going to ask her to homecoming.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Yep.
One more question.
What?
Now,
yes.
If you guys are together and dating and all goes well, if she were to hook up with a guy while you guys are dating, but you're not around, are you cool with that?
Fuck no. I was just knocking his ass out. If we're dating, I'm loyal. If we're actually going to be serious and dating this year, I'm going to be fucking loyal and take her to all my fun events. And I'm going to be loyal to her, and she better be loyal to me. Because if not, I'm knocking his ass out.
Okay, so what?
Knocking his ass out.
So are you cool with it if you're not official and she's messing around while you're messing around?
Fuck, but she's not really messing around right now because she just had her heart broken.
I know. I'm not saying that she is. I'm just saying, would you be okay with that if you're not in an official relationship, but she's doing the same thing that you're doing, like as far as, well, Big 20 is not around, I'm gonna go get my rocks off. Or are you cool with that?
I mean, kind of like, not really. That would hurt my feelings. But like, she told me on 4th of July, we're just like, yeah, you can go for other chicks on 4th of July. Like, go for it. And she didn't even come party with me that night. That's how mad. She just went home and didn't even come out that night. Like, that's how lame she was. Kind of.
So you think?
Yeah, she didn't even come party with me that night. Like, I had a great night. I went to my friend's party. Dude, it was awesome. I was dancing. I was serving around, and like, it was awesome.
Okay.
4th of July night was awesome.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
thank you, Big 20.
Angels. Oh. All right, I'll do my thing. Go Angels! Go Chicks! Call in tomorrow. I'm going to the game Thursday. Have my Fruit by the Foot commercial next Monday in Hollywood. And go Angels and go Chicks!
All right, that's enough, Big 20. Waiting for Marcia to call in. Everyone's waiting for Marcia. Yeah, I did give him a little extra time. I know we were going to do, 90 seconds on that, but I had a couple questions. I just did. I'm sorry. Tyler says, speaking of it, of insufferable. Yeah, I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry. It is not Jersey Shore. I had a couple questions because the other night he called us from a bathroom while on a date with friends. So, uh, yes, everyone's saying time is up. Out of here, Big 20. Yeah. You know, one of these days he will. One of these days he will have um, the patience to listen to me. Just one of these days, I just have a feeling he will listen, but not anytime soon. No, my son. I'm sorry that all you guys had to sit through that. You know, again, Big 20 can contribute at times, but he has not contributed. Tyler, we might have found someone who strikes out more than Moniak. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. You got to go slow with Gooby. He's a huge D virgin. Going too fast will not be good. Yes. Again, I'm waiting on someone to call in, but no one is unless McLovin already called in, so we're waiting. We're waiting to see if we get any more phone calls, but if not, I'll just go through the scoreboard real quick. Yeah, that was a winner, James. That was a good comment. I'm sorry, I was just a little flustered. Getting back to baseball, Cubs defeat the Orioles 9-2. Orioles still have a 23 games over 500 record. Then you got the shit fucks beating the Tigers 9-8. They're pretty much wrapping up that division. The Phillies all over the Dodgers, and I'm hoping that is what happens come playoff time. The Phillies just put a working on the Doyers. Rays over the Yankees 5-3. They're trying to stay close in that division, but they're not really doing a good job of it. Reds over the Rockies 12-6. Red Sox beat up on the A's 12-9. Mets over the Nationals 7-5. It feels like they played 500 times already. Astros over the Marlins 4-3. The Pirates over the Brewers 12-2. Of course, your Angels lose 5-4. The Braves over the Diamondbacks 6-2, and the Mariners. Yes, your Mariners win 8-3 over the Padres, and the Giants over the Blue Jays 4-3. Royals and Cardinals rained out. The Battle of Missouri. See, Big 20 will one day get his 20 seconds. If it wasn't for Spritz o'clock earlier, it sure is now. Big 20, it's a Johnson. He is the Johnson. Oh my God. The standings real quick before we get out of here. You got the Angels at the division is right now the Mariners 50-43, 2 games up on the Astros 47-44. Angels could have been where the Rangers are at right now, 44-48, but we refuse to be mediocre. We want to suck. 37-54. The Angels are now only 4 games up over your Oakland Athletics. They have a sparkling run differential of -84. The only teams that have worse run differentials than the Angels are the Rockies, the Marlins, the Oakland A's, and the Chicago White Sox. So that is only 5 teams that are worse than we are at scoring runs. But you're not bitching, Eric. You're not bitching. We all have our likes and dislikes on this show, no matter what. If it's a fan, if it's a take, if it's a game, it is what it is. I'm not going to shit on anyone's comment unless they were to go again like racial or stuff like that, personal. Then it goes the other way. But you're free to say whatever you want in here, other than those two, and try to keep off politics, because I want to keep it sports, because politics can rip already a fan base that's already effed, more apart. Thank you, Tyler, for chiming in, not only with your comments, but a super sticker. I really appreciate that. Tyler is one of the big OGs on here, as well as all of you that have been always following. But those super stickers help, because that helps us get more shirts out. We got a bunch of them to be giving out and also putting up for sale once it comes in. When they're not going to be $42, I'll guarantee you that. So we've got a lot of cool things happening. Still trying to work out that that tailgate for the bobblehead, and then we'll have some sort of discount plus free shirts with purchase of a combo or something. I gotta work that out with Mezzo, and then check us out for the All-Star game. We'll be over there at Noble, having a few beers, and I'll be over there with, I believe, I'm going to be doing the game with Top Fan Rivalry. We'll be over there doing a live broadcast, calling the game right there for you on Friday. Let's see. This team sucks the biggest of balls, but this podcast. Also, when is the softball game? That's in the works too. And I was trying to get that going but it's short notice for the All-Star game. Next year will be around the All-Star game, but this softball game this year is probably going to be at the end of the season, like somewhere around August, like the last week before NFL starts, and before college football, so that we don't lose anybody to those. Let's see. I wish we had better bobbleheads, you and me alike. Also, I really don't think Artie realizes how much this fan base is disgusted, nor does he care. That's 100% right. Todd, when is the tailgate? I believe it's going to be the 27th of this month, but I will have news on it before the weekend. Also makes up for the shit on the field. The Angels really should be paying you. I wish they were too. I really wish they were too. It would help my finances out as well. But I think we're going to do it for now. We're about an hour and 15 in. I appreciate everybody being on. Again, I would love for this thing to get bigger, and it has gotten bigger this year. But I think it can get a lot bigger with your word of mouth and passing it on and just telling Angel fans out there who are fed up as much as we are that there's an alternative to the AM 830 bullshit by the propaganda prime minister, a.k.a. PP Roger Lodge. There's your voice and my voice that can get out there and also, let people know what's going on. Give the real pulse of the fan. Big 20, of course you have a contest that day. Big props to you, Todd. Covering this team must be exhausting. It is at times. And this weekend, Eric, was frustrating, really frustrating, and that's why I took off the Sunday evening game or Sunday afternoon game and went in the pool. I'm like, if they can't score, why should I put my effort into this? But then I remember about you guys, and I felt really bad. The M830 stupid ass circus clown theme music for the Angels is a perfect song for this organization. Yes, indeed. And speaking of circus, if I could find it real quick, that would be a good song to play us out on, as long as we get our Savage Garden out there too, because we have to let everybody know this was a Savage Garden night. Where is the circus thingy? I have it on here. And I just don't like how they don't let you fix this the way you want to. But here it is. Good night, everybody.
I want balls and oh, have mercy. John Stamos choked on me. There's a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny and me love you long time.